You really like Jeff, man. Everybody likes Jeff, man.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this part is weird, like trying to test it and trying to get every line of text is hard because if you talk to certain people or walk in a certain spot, it changes what everybody says.
I like how their clothes are hanging up right there. It's really cute.
Flint, where am I going? We're gonna go home.
Wow, he hauled butt over there, right?
I'm glad it's like not lagging for people, hopefully.
Oh yeah. Let us know if it's lagging for you guys.
We did a lot of studying for that.
Yeah, a lot of testing earlier. Like, they have this built into the Twitch chat, these kind of smileys. Someone used a Binding of Isaac face.
I like how he just carries that around everywhere. That's so
Yeah,
cool.
he reminds me of Guts.
Oh yeah. I don't know if I can get to him. I don't think I can ever get to him without triggering the event.
Lucas?
No, the blonde haired guy.
Oh.
Oh,
Did you trigger it?
yeah. It doesn't even look like a name there.
Yeah. Looks like a glitch. Here we go, you guys.
In it
Tea?
Yeah, that is. It's like ain't it tea,
Yeah.
but it's in it. It's like a different way of saying ain't it.
They say that in like British.
Yeah, and I think that was actually. I thought it was me, but then it turns out it was Dr. Fedora, who was also on the team. He came up with that.
Oh.
It's really cool. That's actually like what you see there right next to the fire. That's the icon for it, for in it tea.
Oh.
It's actually an actual item you can get. Okay, guys, you can turn away now. Oh man, that was almost perfect timing. I should have said like, "Hey, everybody, come to the stream," and they come straight to this. That would have been great.
Gamer Time says it's slightly less sad with those names. Probably shouldn't sit in a chair like this.
I'm not really sure what triggers this. Like what makes it happen. I think it's
Oh, there's a present box.
I think it's beef jerky if I remember.
Oh God.
I like how the kids have like a quicker, faster sounding voice.
Oh yeah, and these are deeper. They do that kind of stuff in Animal Crossing too.
Yeah.
Oh dang. Hinawa is dead.
Darn it. Look away, everybody. He said darn it. So if we play some happy music now, will that be better?
Yes.
Bye. So people change what they say so quickly.
Wow. I didn't notice all of this. Any of it. Except for those two.
Man, he just really cares about the food.
Yeah. still prefer the decision to keep Hinawa's name, or you find yourself wondering whether or not it would have been better if you changed it?
It doesn't bother me as much as a lot of other things that bother me.
Someone said play the Macarena.
I love the skateboard comic of this part.
Oh, who drew that? That was so good. I found this great skateboard. The bad news is where I found it. Okay. Get serious now. We're getting more viewers now. Oh, radiation. Yeah, link to that comic, someone.
Yeah, somebody leaked in that comic. Oh man, this is the worst time to do it too.
I'm sorry, but okay, let's be serious.
Man, I worked so hard on all the timing to make sure it's all phrased right.
Do you think Nintendo would have changed that?
Oh, that's a good question. What do you guys think? Do you think they would have changed that?
It was pierced through your wife's heart.
Like it would, maybe they'll say like it was found next to her. Like, cause you don't really ever see it through her or anything. Like it's covered in blood and next to her. I'm not sure. I never thought about that till now. That kind of that kind of takes you out of the scene.
Yeah. Master Bastion says, I think Nintendo would have a hard time skirting around all the death in this game.
You didn't make my s'mores right.
No crying until the middle of chapter 1.
I think it's just like a big old bash right there. Man, that's gotta suck though.
I can honestly never play Mother 3 by myself because I'll just cry all the time.
It looks like Boney has a happy shirt above his. Look, it doesn't look like a dog
yeah.
face. It looks like a happy shirt. As I say during this emotional scene. So he had a premonition, maybe? No?
You know, Mother 1's catch copy was no crying until the ending. Nobody would have written that kind of copy for a video game in the 80s.
It stinks.
No, well, okay. I just mean,
man.
I think that's really forward thinking.
Yeah,
Or something.
yeah.
Really different.
I kind of want to, like...
Maybe Gowron's face is a shirt.
I want to just... I wish I could peek into another alternate universe and see what Mother 3's... Like, if it was officially released, what it's... You know, how it would have been marketed, how they would have done it. Would have been, this game is stinkier.
No, I think they would have been classier about it.
But, like, with Earthbound, stinking has nothing to do with it. So I wonder if they would have missed the point again with this. What is that weird red thing there? I don't...
Is it blood?
I never really noticed it till now.
Is it an apple? No, Klaus brings him an apple.
Yeah. It's a bullet hole.
The final battle in Mother 1 is pretty emotional.
So I just now realized what it is. It's his back of a shirt or something.
Also, when you find out what really happened to Queen Mary, that was also pretty emotional too.
Stop bringing it up. No, I don't want it. Throw that away.
57.
Let me out.
Mano, do you prefer 2 or 3?
Oh man, that's a terrible question. So I think for a lot of people what they say is since they played 2 when they were like a teenager or a kid or whatever, they have those attachments already. And that's how it is for me, I think. And plus I didn't have to work on 3 or work on 2. So I don't know how it's like. I don't have the regrets, I guess.
Everyone who's never played Mother 1, if you go to mother12.net.
Yeah, if you give them a link, maybe type it in there.
Okay.
So I did a fan translation. After I did Mother 3, I did Mother 1, 2. I did the Mother 1 side. I retranslated it from scratch, and I did all kinds of programming and stuff to make it more palatable. Because it's such an old game. It's one of those old games that a lot of people can never get into. Mm-hmm. Like, it has
and just like...
Yeah, we need to do Project Readbound 0.
I played the Mother 1, 2 Mother, and I used the Easy Ring, the one that I just linked to in the chat, and I got through it in a weekend. It's really good. How do you pronounce Klaus? People are asking.
Yeah, so I was thinking about that last night. Ow.
Oh, you couldn't see his face where he goes, huh?
Klaus. Yeah, I guess I say Klaus, but I know a lot of people say it differently. I think because in the Japanese they have the U in there, a strong U.
So it's supposed to be Klaus.
Yeah, so
in Japanese.
Yeah, so it's like there's an ow in there, but
I'm sure someone has done the Santa Claus stuff already. Kickstarter for tying Reed to a chair, taping his eyes open, and making him play Mother 1.
So originally I think I translated this as a nail file. And I don't know why, because I think like in like prison movies, they always talk about how they get through with a nail file.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, after 1.0 patch was out, like 2 or 3 people were like, nail files, they will not go through.
They won't.
Yeah, so it's technically what they should be called in here, and everything else is a hand file.
I never heard of hand file.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's like an actual, like a tool.
Oh.
I don't know how you would fit that in an
apple. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, okay.
So I fixed that for the 1.1 patch. It's one thing a lot of people never noticed, I guess.
I didn't notice. I don't know if I played 1.1.
I'm out. And the music changes. I like how they kind of don't really care that I break out.
Yeah. Well, Flink got out. Oh, okay. How do we update to this patch, someone asked.
Oh, this patch? It's not out yet. It'll be out, because we're testing it to make sure nothing's wrong with it.
So it'll be out when we finish testing it.
If we're really lucky, maybe not next week, because we still have to test it, but maybe the week after that. And we're going to also, besides the patch, we're going to release the tools so people can translate it into other languages. Like, we've had the tools before, but they're kind of all messy and stuff, so we gave them to just specific people, specific groups. But now we're just going to give it to everybody.
Oh, I just thought we should stream Radiation's game when it comes out.
Oh yeah, of course.
Radiation, I backed your Kickstarter before I knew that Fangamer was doing the fulfillment.
I keep watching it. It's just like it just gets crazier and crazier.
Yeah. Did you hear the Mother 3 reference at the Nintendo Digital event? Did you think that was a tease?
It was just, I think it was just like Robot Chicken guys just asked Reggie like, hey, what's an annoying question you get? And he was like, oh, I got the perfect one for you. So there you go. I don't think there's anything meant by it.
Someone asked, how do you pronounce the town name here?
Oh, okay. So this came up before, and apparently my wife and I pronounce it differently.
I say Tasmiley.
I call it Tasmilly.
So, and we don't fight about it. So pronunciation really doesn't matter.
Yeah, in this house it doesn't matter because we don't speak normal English anyway. We're at that stage where we can just think the same words.
Yeah, we're Geth or Borg pretty much. Borg if you're nerdy, Geth if you're not so nerdy.
I think they're both nerdy.
Yeah, okay.
Hello. Want some more jokes, guys?
What? That wasn't even a joke. Oh, okay, it's practice.
They're practicing.
All right. You're forgiven.
Yeah, Japanese like comedy, manzai comedy is so hit or miss.
Pick PK asked if the patch he or she already has will update automatically after it's out.
No, you have to apply it yourself to the original Japanese ROM. Mm-hmm. But I'm sure that like people will pre-patch it for you, but I can't do that because that would be super illegal.
Yeah.
Like super more illegal, maybe. I don't even know what the legality is technically on for me. Let me in. Now it doesn't. Oh, there we go. Red box. Oh, I want to rent a movie, please. Let's see. We're still on chapter 1.
Takeshi. Beat Takeshi's real name Kitano Takeshi?
Yeah.
Oh. Sarah says the only manzai she knows is when Beat Takeshi did it.
Oh, he probably did good then. Oh, here she is, finally.
Nah.
She totally looks like Paula.
Nah.
Paula and Ness. Like, a lot of people think that Flint might be Ness.
I used to think that. Actually, I thought Ness was Alec.
I think
for a little while.
nobody is Ness, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think there's just, like, little references.
Thanks, Radiation.
Thank you.
Go to bed.
Go to bed.
Good night.
Have fun in bed. I like the ocean. Oh, man, she barely talks now.
Oh.
The next time we talk to her, she's gonna just, like, talk forever.
Don't you, like, actually fall asleep?
Yeah. I do remember that caused some problems with the text editor at the time because her text got so long.
Way to go, Nana.
Did I go in this house yet? Guys, help me. No, I
can't remember.
So I do know that you can... Oh, here's pigeons. Or doves. That's right.
Doves.
I called them pigeons at one point and doves elsewhere, and I think somebody pointed it out. I was like, holy crap.
That's definitely a dove coo, I think.
In Japanese, it's like one word for both, so... This is actually a kokeshi, kind of like...
Oh, what?
Like what they're talking about, a wooden doll.
That thing up there?
It's a kokeshi. That's what this is right here.
Oh, it looks like a clay man.
Yeah, it does. But, you know, like what they had in...
Thanks,
Mother
Captain
2.
Coco Charms.
Thank you for your questions and watching, and your interesting name.
Toward Neverland says the hot dog guy theory made me laugh.
Okay, so we've done all this. Like every time I see like any screenshot or any art that has just these little grass blades in it, I'm like, oh my god, that takes me back. I love it.
Just those 4 blades.
I want to make a game that just has that in there. Maybe I did with Sweet 33. I can't remember.
I think.
Did we do that? No, because it was in the desert.
I think drew some.
Yeah, I think we had some anyway. Oh, I had it because it was based on the other game I made. Here's Reggie's house. The main thing I like Reggie about is that he was behind Bigfoot Pizza.
Bigfoot Pizza? Is that in this game?
Oh no, I mean Reggie Fils-Aimé.
Oh. I forgot about that. Master Bashams, though, says he's interested in whether it's possible for anyone to make the Manzai game and Rhythm Heaven Fever translate to English. The official release had to replace it since it's probably so impenetrable with all the puns.
I haven't played it, so I don't really know. But I do know that Ni no Kuni had a big old Manzai thing, and somebody asked me to look at it, and I was actually impressed that they actually pulled it off decently. So it's not impossible. But I think the fact they were able to do a dub helped.
Oh yeah. Could you hear like inflections in the voices and everything?
It's kind of like when you write out a joke or you read a joke. It's not quite as good as if it's.
Like if you try to retell a joke that a really
Yeah.
good comedian told. I'm terrible at that.
Angie has a cute little voice.
Oh, that's Angie.
Nutbread.
She's really cute. She's got. Oh, you know what? It looks like she's wearing the hat that the kindergartners wear to
Oh
school.
yeah, in Japan.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Nutbread must go.
If you didn't work on Mother 3, what other games would you have considered translating?
Oh man, I got so many that I want to do. I already forgot most of them. So there's what was it called? Not Fire Emblem. Well, I guess Fire Emblems are good. But there's the Far East of Eden Zero. That's one that's not out yet, but it's a really cool. It's like like one of the fanciest Super Famicom games.
I think I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's real fancy. It's like has the most. I'll just say it has the most megs.
Oh.
to talk in old lingo. Is it still used?
Huh.
Oh, that's right. There's. You can get like a good stick,
these.
but it's too late now.
Oh. What about the running bomb?
It randomizes, but I forget at what point it randomizes.
I used to think there was a crack in the table, and then I realized it was feet. Like it's running.
Yeah. All right. What can I get rid of? Oh, I don't need that many of that. I don't need a bomb, do I?
What is about that charm? Isn't that
Yeah,
a
it
charm?
might be a good one. A flea charm. I'll get that.
Oh, for Gowron.
No, I think I can equip it.
Oh.
Radio. I like his hat.
Flint's hat?
No, well, his too.
Oh, his little... Oh, it's like a little boater's cap.
So,
something.
at this point, like, I think I was confused, and I think most people were confused. They're like, how do I buy? How do I sell? Like, I want to get rid of this, you know, like, I want to get rid of my mini charm. But, and then originally it dawned on me, I was like, they don't sell here.
Have you ever considered legally changing your name to Tom Ado?
Sometimes, but not seriously. Like, some people will actually email me, think that is actually my name. Like, they'll just say, hey, Mr. Ado, or Tom. And then not like spammy people, like actual people who are trying to get in contact with me.
Well, don't you use that as like your Earthbound Central
Yeah, on
name?
Earthbound Central name, yeah. His name looks like a Sabi name.
That looks like a Mr. Saturn table, but that's just one of
it
those
does.
things.
It's just an anvil or
Yeah.
something. Maybe that's what it is.
I think it's an anvil.
I think there's a more technical term.
Where does the name Tomato come from?
Oh, it's a long, weird story, but basically, like, some kid when I was in 8th grade, he was trying way too hard when we were playing basketball at lunch, so his face kept getting red, and so everybody just made fun of him as a tomato. And for some reason, I just, like, really liked that, so I just started, like, drawing a tomato, like, scribbling it one time. I was like, hey, I should just make this tomato my mascot. So I just kind of adopted it, and so ever since, like, 8th grade, I just kept tomato, and like the mascot has served me. Oh, see, it's new. The mascot has served me well. It's been like branding.
Because you can't copyright a tomato.
Yet. I'm gonna go.
Oh, did she run to you?
No, she just does diagonal walks. It's kind of cool how she does that.
Can you read that sign on the wall?
Yeah, it's the same one as before.
Oh, okay.
I get like if you do forget, then you're gonna wet the hay. So I think maybe at this point you can go talk to Yokuba Fusad.
Really?
Like I think he might.
Where is he?
At some point in this chapter, like if you go at just a specific time, he's over by the. Oh, this place is pink.
Wow. Is this where the married couple lives?
I think they might live separately at first. Yeah, see? Oh, do they already live together?
Is this clean version because the previous version had profanity?
It does have. It hasn't really changed that.
Oh, here's the married couple.
Yeah. The thing is though that like after this patch is out, well, we've undone the text encryption so people can hex edit it if they'd like. We're also going to be releasing the translation tools, mostly meant for people to translate into other languages, but you could probably mess with it to change stuff as you wish. Every once in a while I will get like a...
That lady looks angry.
Oh,
What's
she
going
does.
on with
Whoa,
her mouth?
she's mad.
Look at her mouth when she speaks.
Rah, rah, rah. But every once in a while I would get like an email like, hey, I want to show this to like my cousin or something, but they don't like blink. And it wouldn't, sometimes it would be profanity, but sometimes it would be something else. Like they wouldn't like... I think somebody actually wanted me to edit out the fight scene at the campfire or something. But you know, I don't know how to edit that. So.
Yeah. What is this? The mayor's house?
Yeah, so I think like different parts of the game upset them in other different ways, which is understandable.
Yeah, but that's the game.
Yeah.
You won't want to change that.
Oh, you can't do that yet. Like this house changes later, and there's more stuff to look at inside of it. Oh wait, that's right. You can look at this.
Yeah, Kumator says stupid ass trap and like bastard at one point, and maybe damn it.
Yeah. I'll probably talk about that more when we get to it, but she's supposed to be like, where the Magypsies are super feminine, she's supposed to be super masculine and like not polite.
Yeah.
In Japanese it's really easy to do. And like in English you can like just take out the G out of the INGs maybe, but that's really weak and you wouldn't notice. I do want to try to figure out a better way though.
Oh my gosh, he has a dream catcher.
I've been considering like redoing Kumator's text someday. Try to go with like a dude bro, but...
Hack the game so that Dragos drove Hinawa to the airport and gave her an all-expenses paid trip to Hawaii.
Okay. Dagnabbit and Consarnet, man, I really... And Whippersnappers, man, I put a lot of Prospector text in here. Well, I guess that fits this guy.
What do you think brought the world to an end before Mother 3, and how long after Mother 2 was it?
So I'm gonna guess it's probably within a generation since it ended. And I'm going to guess... My guess is just kind of like, if anything in the world, if we're gonna end ourselves somehow, it'd probably be like nuclear stuff or just war or something, you know? You know, something that would just totally eradicate life and the ability to live on existing land would probably be like nuclear stuff.
I wonder if it would be first contact with hostile aliens.
So my guess is just like nuclear stuff.
Can you go out that door?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's stuff up to look over here too.
I thought that was just the way out. Bronson gives him the news, and Flint gets really mad that he didn't get to go to Hawaii. Aww.
That's such an E-Toy thing.
Yeah.
Alright. He might
Good night,
be...
Delectabit. We're saving all these archives, so if you miss anything...
And I'll probably just toss them on YouTube and make a series out of them on there. I don't even know if that's possible, but I'll find a way.
Yeah.
Oh man, there's a lot of puns and jokes here. That was real hard.
Oops, I'm drooling. Moops.
Moops. I don't remember what this was in Japanese, but it was something that didn't translate, and it had to do with cow pun. Man, I forgot about that. It made me laugh.
Not
making me laugh.
Butt. Look at these piggies.
So I think the point is like I was supposed to talk to a different pig first. I think there's a pig over here who talks about it. Oink oink. Yeah.
We should ask Itoy, like, oh, what is the secret behind the scenes info of Mother 3 Pigs or whatever? And he'll be like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. No, they actually reveal it if you check again.
Oh, really?
At a very specific time. Let's see, so I've been to the crossroads, so this will be open. This thunder bomb. Oh, I have a full inventory, don't I? One thing I kind of wish is I wish they had like a good sort system, because you know, I got everything everywhere.
I know you don't like that.
And I'm one of those guys who just has to organize it all, but I'm not gonna do that here.
I remember playing Earthbound with you, and you just took the time to rearrange everything, and I'm just like, whatever.
Man, we should have just added that in there.
Oh.
Yeah, see, every time somebody wants to give you something, they have to program in a text if you can't hold any more stuff. So yeah, I would have to test all that even. I think it's just a thunder bomb. Oh no, it's just...
Oh, what?
Is he telling me that?
No, I think it's just... Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna check your fireplace, because I'm a fire guy. I'm the fireman, apparently.
Ooh. I said you almost feel asleep.
Oh, I also, you know how Duster is now Jeff Man?
Yeah.
Remember talking about, oh, he's smelly, and he's a thief, and he's dirty. He also lives in the basement.
Do you think Iwata is a super mad genius given how complicated Mother 2's text script is?
Oh yeah, I remember reading like a lot of people were just like, man, he was really good at what he does. I think even the old president, Yamauchi, I think he was really impressed by his skills. So that's why he appointed him to important positions. Why am I talking to this guy again?
Because we're talking
I'm
about
talking about Nintendo history. Yeah, somewhere I think maybe even on Earthbound Central, I wrote something about how the old president of Nintendo was impressed by Iwata. Some article, maybe like the history of Mother series. Okay, I've done all this. Sorry, I'm taking forever, everybody.
Did you know if Iwata fixed up Pokemon Gold and Silver?
I don't think he was involved with those, was he?
I don't know.
Wasn't that like...
Oh, that was Game Freak.
Or Creatures.
And Creatures? I don't know.
I don't think he was involved at that point. Oh, I used to have a typo here, I remember that, and I was like, no!
I like finding typos in, like, published works, though. Mato, how do you think the original N64 Mother 3 would have played out?
Oh, I think more or less the same, but I think you would get to see, like, apparently the twins, you get to watch them, you get to play as them as they run away from the Drago, and then all that happened. Maybe you even get to see the mother get attacked.
Huh.
But there's a bunch of stuff in there that like didn't make it into this game, like a two-headed dragon-y thing, kraken thing. Yeah, the minecart. There's a part. Oh man, there was actually a lot of stuff that didn't make it in. So, like a lot of times people say, "Oh, it's just the same game," but there's a lot of content that didn't make it in.
Yeah, it's the same story.
And it seems like even this version changed significantly, like you know, with the weird secret boss images, or I don't even know.
Oh, like the restaurant.
Or like, you know, the evil, scary-looking Klaus.
Oh. Iwata could fix Cheetahman.
I kind of bet that's what he wants to do. He just wants to go back to programming. Instead of fighting Reggie in Kung Fu fights. Oh, man, these puns were tough. I'm sorry, guys. They're painful puns.
He could fix Cheetahman.
Grave. That was a hard one.
Grave.
This always looked like a Triforce to me.
Huh.
And it is a special one.
It looks like where you would find the Master Sword.
Yeah.
It's a special one?
Yeah, later on it's a secret passageway.
I leave the rest to you.
Yeah.
What did that one say?
This one doesn't say anything.
Oh, okay.
This is like wobbly. It's terrible.
A great grade grade grade? What? Oh, that was hard.
Like, if there's anything that I hope, like, Marcus Lindblom, like, appreciates, is maybe just my crappy puns. Their earthboundy feeling.
Do you know if PSI got replaced by Magic in EB64?
Yeah, it was supposed to be Magic originally. They kept saying it, and it was even in the screenshots. They kept calling it Magic. I'm not sure why there was a change. I can't remember which ones I checked. Reserved. I think that's where Scamp dies.
Did anyone have a Hako change to Bako? Baka. Oh, Haka and Baka. I read it wrong.
Yeah, probably. That's why I haven't gotten this far on my localization comparison, but I definitely would go through all those. Wah. She is the bag lady from the other game.
Yeah. I think she was in one of the original screenshots, and it's like, oh, it's her.
I can't not drink at a time like this. So that really helps with his drunk perception.
Was he like drinking just juice or something?
Yeah, I don't think he says what he was drinking in Japanese.
Does drinking mean the same as
Yeah, it's kind of like the same. Like you can kind of assume it, but
I would engrave a pun upon my grave.
Oh man.
Did we go off somewhere?
That's a good line, I think. The little birds. That feels like a strange line. I could have phrased that better. Oh, I guess maybe he was drunk. No, wait.
Who's his old man?
I can't remember. I feel like I'm missing something totally. We're gonna go to a castle.
Did you check that on accident?
I sort of remembered it. I remember I got stuck here when I first played it the very first time. I was something weird happened. I think maybe there's like an ant or some event supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to our grave. Welcome to die. A lot of people seem to like this line.
I wish I could pound fate with this 2x4. Wow. Elijah Cuttlefish asked if we're playing the whole game.
Not in one sitting, but we're gonna go through it, to test it all. Yeah, and I don't know if it's in English or in America, but like flowers have different meanings in Japan. So like if you want to say a certain thing, you'll give a certain flower. Mm-hmm. Like more than like, you'll give a rose for love in America and stuff, but they actually have meanings. Like it's really strange.
Oh, this isn't a speed run, Super Alice in Wonderland. We're testing a beta patch.
Oh, so many people are like, does that say MILF? But I don't think.
No.
I don't think the Japanese artist knew that. And it's just like a block, a line, and some Tetris pieces that are like different looking.
Yeah.
I should have hacked that to say MILF for sure.
No.
Okay, who should I talk to? Pray. He's the Jurassic Park guy.
It's every guy with a beard.
Every guy with a beard and big glasses and a hat.
Rest in Tetris.
Yeah, see, it looks like there's a block and there's the line and then the two L's. She's just a Tetris fan.
Yeah. Now you know what to change Hinala's name to.
Tetrad. Tetrina.
Tetra.
Oh, okay. Oh, she's from Zelda.
Yep. Bilf. I like it.
I'm sorry, this is the worst translation ever.
Give Lucas a Ness hat and make everything better.
No, 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 no. Homemade knife. This is one of the very few times we ever see Lucas talk. You fool.
I like this part where he just kind of
He bounces.
That. Yeah. I know he's supposed to be like crying. It's hard to convey as this tiny sprite.
I really like how you can just like bounce sprites like that, and it gives you a lot of emotion. But if it's like really 3D and fancy, it's just kind of like if it's not quite right, it just feels flat.
Yeah.
That's why I really like the pixely Final Fantasies more.
I really like the music in this game, but the only thing I wish they would change is the pig mask theme and how they keep reusing it in later chapters.
Let me get to my wife.
Mother of the twins, woo and ooh!
So it's really strange because very soon zombies start coming out. But why does she not get zombie?
I think she fell through the cliff.
Or is she dead yet by then? I can't remember. Like, because it's a time skip or something happens.
I think she is, yeah. Why in RPGs do people bury important people on the edge of a cliff?
Yeah, that's very strange.
I always...
That's my goal in life.
Like, their bodies are just gonna fall through.
You know, music
Oh,
changed.
this is so good. Have the Mother games made any cameo appearances in other games?
There's the Kirby Superstar, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a Mr. Saturn, and some people think a yo-yo might be in there. Might be. I think like one of the Kirby golf games or something had like some PSI sound effects.
Wasn't it also like the Kirby Tilt and Tumble Whirly?
It was whatever it was. I don't remember. It was like a Super NES.
Yeah. Did we play it or did we watch someone else play it?
I made a video out of it.
Oh, okay. It made little earthbound sound effects. Only Congo wants to be buried on the moon one day. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Let's see. So I need to get a weapon. Oh, I wonder if the nut bread is ready.
I wonder how one would decay on the moon, though.
I think you would just like lose your moisture. Yummy. Okay, so since that event happened, a lot of new stuff is probably being said. So the first thing I want to do is check over here, because this might be the very short time when you can check over here.
Ooh.
Yep.
Oh, wow, look!
So he's already in chapter 1. Hello. So actually the pig with info might be here. Or maybe it's a different chapter. I'm not sure. Okay.
They have question marks in his name.
This weird looking grass. Let's go in here and then we can look at this. And they just leave it out there.
What is it? A Kappa's tail trail? Were thought references in that one?
Oh yeah, that's right. There was there's like a pig mask. There might be more. I don't remember.
Is there a mermaid guy in that?
I don't don't know. I never.
I might be remembering wrong.
It's possible.
Why can't his name be the suspicious peddler at first instead of question marks?
I don't know. It's just what it was in Japanese.
That is pretty foreboding, though. If you just found him and you didn't know who he was, and just question marks, you're like, what the heck?
Okay. Let's see. Like we can talk to everybody, but we don't need to talk to everybody.
Oh, what did you mark?
Yeah.
We get the. Oh, okay. You want to just finish out the chapter?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay,
We still got a good while to go.
that's fine. I'm not tired.
Gotta go in here. Oh, that's right. Nope. I'm gonna do it a different way. A lot of flowers.
Oh,
This is another one of the very few lines that he ever gives.
well, yeah, the mother reference in the Shin-chan dub.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was just a really big coincidence that I worked on the show, but I wasn't involved with the dub.
Yeah. So when we heard about that, we were like, what?
I used to say like, but this is no time for that.
Yeah.
Now it is. Now it's time to be handsome.
Yeah, Yado means in Japanese, right?
Yeah, but the reason I didn't change it is because later on, it's treated as a name. Like when a place gets big, they call it like a Yado hotel at some point. So I was like, okay, if they're gonna treat it as a name, then I'll just treat it as a name too.
Yeah, Sarah, I believe it's like I thought I heard him crying out for mother, but he was just looking for his video game, something like that. And they were talking about Yanro.
Man, that's such a good. I haven't watched that show in so long.
Yeah, Yanro is the best character.
Yeah. I'm sad they didn't ever put like my literal translations on the subtrack.
Yeah,
I wonder why. I think, like one special extra they did.
like they're too tame for adults.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you come out here without getting your weapon, he'll give it to you here.
Oh, okay.
I remember this caused some problems in the 1.0 patch. I forget why. Oh, that's right. People were like, it wasn't a bug in the translation. People just didn't know how to play the game. So when they got to this part, sometimes their inventory would be full here.
Oh.
And they wouldn't understand what was going on. Like they would think they would get the item here, but they didn't. Because they just skipped it real fast.
Okay,
Yep.
so
Here's what happens.
Oh.
So it looks like you've done it, but they're like he won't let me pass.
Okay.
And like when it was only in Japanese, people definitely got confused by that part.
Yeah. There's a big problem with your inventory being too full. Edible mushroom?
Let me see. I only need 2 of those. Oh, let's just eat this. When in doubt, when you're carrying too many things, just eat. I think that even a character says that.
Check your mirror. Oh, okay.
I better save it. Just Ooh, 3 hours. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, 1.2 is the newest patch, and we're beta testing that right now, and we'll probably release it in like a few weeks.
Yeah, if all goes well. We'll also be releasing the translation tool so people can translate the game into other languages. Like, not every language will be supported, but like most of the like European, everything that uses English style stuff.
So the Origami Gamer asked, how do you determine if a character likes a particular food?
There's a rumor, and I never quite figured it out, is that it depends on the length of the person's name. And if it's like odd, they'll like it. If it's even, they'll not like it. Or the other way around, I can't remember.
So it depends? Like...
Yeah, it changes, but I never really looked into the code, so I like these guys. He's just like a cute mouse.
Yeah. Oh, I painted one of those one today.
Oh, I'm doing it.
Gran Torino asked if you've ever been to Yuma.
I think like on some like coming back from somewhere in California, I think so, and it was like just like hot and there's nothing.
So kind of like the Q Continuum as displayed in Voyager.
I suppose. Oh, that's right, these guys.
Did you fix the combo system, pick ass?
How do I fix the combo system?
I guess the way it doesn't emulate, right?
Yeah, so no matter what is, if you emulate this game, there's always going to be the lag issue. Like even if they released an official translation on like the Wii U or something like that, if it's still being emulated in some way, it's going to have that problem. It's just the way the universe works. But Jeffman did fix the combo system so that Duster sound works properly now. So there is something this guy says, or he does. Yeah, he says branch to scythe.
Cool.
In Japanese, the word used for like a scissors is the same as like whatever. What do you call that? What would you call that?
Oh my god, mandible? No.
Yeah, whatever his arm thing is.
That claw thing.
Yeah, it's the same word as scissors and that. So for a long time, it was like a praying mantis brandished scissors, and I was like, huh? So I had to find a word that fit, and I guess scythe works okay.
Yeah.
Because there's other enemies that do like attack with a scissor and attack or something.
People are giving suggestions for certain emulators to use to make the combos easier if you guys want to try that. Me personally though, I used a flash cart and it works perfectly on that.
So I've always recommended VBA-M. I think that's actually what I'm using now. No, it's not. Maybe that's why I'm sucking. Did I get an item? Am I full? Oh.
Oh gosh. Eat the, where's the mushroom? The mushroom only gives you 20. Where's Gowron? I want him back.
Mice, go away.
Toward Neverland is suggesting VBA-CE. She says it fixes any lag.
Okay. Like no matter what, there's gonna be lag, but maybe some will be less lag than others. But the thing is, I also just suck at rhythm games. Besides maybe DDR.
Yeah, you're really
well,
good
not
at
anymore.
I still never play DDR, like, the game mode, because I was like, oh, Maida will play it sometime and unlock all these songs for me.
Not anymore.
No.
Okay. Yummy.
Did you check the antidote box text?
Is there something about it?
Isn't it the one that messes up?
Yeah, was it?
I don't know. Some able...
Actually, I think we did fix that. I can go check it out. I think I might have fixed that for 1.1. Up here is that one monster. No, it's not here yet.
Are these yum monsters the same as the old ones now?
Yeah, I think so.
The baked ones? Don't they change?
No, they go. No, I don't think so. Well, actually, they do. I think in chapter 4, maybe.
I don't remember what they changed to.
Yeah, I haven't played this game all the way through since 2000. Well, since 2008. So it's been a lot of this is still coming back to me. Actually, go in here. Okay. There are a lot of antidotes inside the box, but you can't hold any more stuff. Alright, so let's throw out an antidote. So what the deal is, at one point in some version of the old patches, there was a typo here. And we're seeing if it's still here. There are a lot of antidotes inside the box. Take one. So I guess it works. I fixed it. I don't remember when I fixed it.
Thank you, Gran Torino. Have a good night. Oh yeah, the graded yum monsters.
Yeah, that's right. Those things are weird looking. No, I want your food.
I like that. That was his mood. Just moved to hide the food.
Yeah. I see you looking at my food. See, there's food still here.
Oh.
I'm gonna eat a thing because let's save that. Got one antidote. Oh, okay, there it is. Get away from me. Oh,
Ooh.
run!
Ah.
Oh, I could have made it. Alright, let's do my trick. My trick for these guys is just a power smash, because I'm no good at this game. It's too bad it doesn't actually poof out.
That'd be really cute.
Alright, now I'm just like a gambler. I have to do it. The next one will do it.
Thanks, Big Kong Boss.
Thank you for coming. This historic event when we are streaming for once finally. We just learned how to stream today pretty much. Come on. Alright. We're just gonna do this. There we go. We got him.
Ow.
It'd be great if like food was all you needed to really heal in real life. It's like, you know, we don't need a healthcare system so much, we just need a bakery system. Okay, so there's that secret enemy up here, and I remember people were found out, they were so excited.
Oh, which one?
It only appears sometimes.
The soot dumpling.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, you ran too fast. He blew away.
There's no way I'm gonna be able to beat him.
Is he
Well, I do
hard?
have a thunder bomb. It might work.
But save that
He's
for
real hard to beat.
save
Yeah.
that for Drago. But will he attack?
I think he just runs away real quickly,
Okay.
or he turns into ash or something. I would like to at least fight him though.
Okay. Is he closer to the house, maybe?
I think he comes up around here.
Oh, there he is. Look how cute!
He's just a circle. Should I do it? Should I be?
One!
Yeah. Yep. Oh, there we go. I'm not gonna try to like.
Probably the black beanling is what you're thinking of.
I'm not going to get all the sprites and backs and fronts. I don't really care about that too much. Although I guess I probably should test that. If it breaks.
I think there's a green beanling in this. Maybe I'm wrong.
There is at some point.
But not this chapter, right?
Yeah, there's one in chapter 4, and then I think there's something in chapter 7.